Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher Arounds. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going over Malaric's Hall of Illusions. I've kind of gone over this a little bit in the past, but I want to go into it with a lot more detail and kind of explain to you what the big picture is and what is the goal. Anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, so we have Malaric's Halls of Illusion. So this is going to be right in your main UI homepage here, where he's going to be popping up here. It's just Malrik sitting in the home screen. It's a very cool feature. There's a lot of like randomness that's going to be happening. You're going to have a lot of stages that have random bosses showing up depending on the gems that you use or the keystones. Those are going to have different bosses showing up in those stages. And the more rare your gem that you're going to be using, the more valuable it's going to be to you for what you get as rewards. Let's go in there and check out those keystones right now. Here you can see we have the level 3s. We have the mythic, I guess Mossy. Yeah, I don't know what they call it. It looks like a mythic color, legendary color, and epic. And then we have the rares. Essentially, that's the tier system. You're looking at the red, yellow, purple, and blue. And those are level 3s. And then they have the same tier in level 2s. Now each of these are going to represent a different reward and a different opportunity and a different challenge, right? So what you're going to end up doing is using these stones. You're going to take these keystones and you're going to put them into this portal here. And it's going to open up a map for you. And then you have to choose your team and you have to attack it. And if you do it one time, you have only one shot, right? You don't get to go in there and try it again and try it again and try it again. You have to go in there prepared, so there's going to be a little bit of trial and error for everybody. Trying to watch videos is going to be difficult because they're going to have different challenges here. So you could see golden. We have the golden card, the sand taker, the giant golems, the Ariat Inquisitor. There's all kinds of challenges coming in here, and it's going to be difficult to just show guides. So watching some live videos of some content creators trying to test that out is going to be amazing for most people. So you know what you're doing when you go into the fight. Now, how do you get these keystones though? All right, let's go to the Malaric Hall of Illusions. The info here. Trial keystones can be obtained from various game modes. These keystones come in different types and levels, each containing unique ancient inscriptions. Insert them into the altar to open pathways to their corresponding trials. It's just basically like dungeon keystones, basically. You get a keystone, you get to put it in there, you get to have a chance at rolling a dungeon. The dungeon could be really good, it could be really bad. Your luck is going to play into it as well. So you're going to farm and farm and farm, but for your farming, you're going to have these chances for these keystone trials here. It's going to be tough to deal with, right? We do have a bunch of him on the test server, so maybe we can play around with that a little bit from time to time. But challenge rules: each battle consists of multiple waves of monsters. Defeating each wave rewards you with one or more treasure chests, all of which will be opened during the battle settlement. Once the battle begins, it cannot be restarted. If you exit midway, rewards will be settled based on your current battle progress. Trial keystones will not be returned once you enter the battle. You go in, you take your shot at it. If you fail, you lose. I'm okay with this. This is definitely going to be like more of an end game thing. You're not going to be wanting to use these rewards on like early, mid to, I want to say, mid to late game kind of gear. This is purely, you're gonna want to save this stuff for end game gear. So if you have like a really nice roll that comes in at some point, maybe it's attack percentage, and we have all like high purple rolls of crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, and flat attack, and they're all nice rolls, you would want to use one of your rewards that are coming out of this. We'll go over that in just a minute. Trials keystones have a storage limit. Once full, you won't be able to obtain any more keystones. Please use them regularly to keep space available. How many you get to keep? 50 out of 50. So your lower end ones, like level 2s and lower, you probably just want to just let them rob. Just rip them. Let's just say just rip them. Go for it. See if you can get lucky. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Okay. Is there anything down here? No. Okay, so there's not really much more it's telling you. It's pretty I want to say generic in what it's trying to explain, right? So let us go and see some of those stages that you can actually pick up trial keystones from. for the most part, it's gonna be your gear raids, okay? So you're gonna go on your gear raids, you can go to the rewards, and you can see that now that these trial keystones are gonna show up there as an option. So you have your demons, you have your gear, you have your bullions, and you have your spirits, as well as some of the random things that you can pull from gear raids, which are decent. You have your master keys for gear dungeons. Then you also have your level 1 through 3 random trial keystones. It's luck of the draw here. You're not going to be able to just pull whatever you want. That being said, the higher you go, you want, say we got purple here, random trial keystone, level 1 through 3. If you go to 23, it's going to show a random trial keystone level 1 through 3. And we go to 24, it's going to show the gold ones, random trial keystones, levels 1 through 4. The real stuff is really going to unlock at obviously stage 24, your gear raids. If you have one of them unlocked, you're probably going to want to just keep farming that one the best you can. I want to see though if you can get them. Yeah, you can get them in the lower gear raids as well. So it's kind of, I say 19 and up. Okay, 19, you're going to start getting the blue ones. 20, you're going to start getting the blue ones level 1 through 2. 21, you're gonna start getting the purple ones, levels 1 through 3. All right. Now, I'm not sure, but I don't think they offer these in the gear dungeons, which is kind of unfortunate. You think that they would, or I'm not really surprised that they don't offer them in here. There's a lot of things that they don't. This is more for your variant gear and your tier 3 sets for gear wise and gear farming. Same thing for gear dungeon 2. Now, I think Artifact and Jewel Raid is the same story. You go to stage 22, all you see is the Mithril and the Forge materials. So it's not going to be in your Artifact and Jewel Raid. As far as I know, it's just gear raids. It's the only place you're picking this stuff up is gear raids, okay? I don't think it shows up in the shop. Let's see here. Yep, nothing's in the redeem shop from Mortal Codex. I don't think you're going to see them in the normal shop here. Dwarven Association, I don't think those things are going to be popping up in here anywhere. It's unlikely to see anything like that. Yeah, Awakening Shop, that's not going to pop up there either. Nope. Apex shops, might be a nice thing to put in the Apex shop actually, for if you are farming Apex coins and you just want to kind of go crazy for Lady A. By the way, the new summoning stone here is actually showing up. I think if I could show it to you, hopefully I have it. I don't have it, but I can show it to you, I think. There you go. It is the North Throne summoning crystal. It's very cool. I like that one. I don't know if I like it more than the chaotic one, but anyways, so what are you going to be doing with these? The first thing you do is you're going to select one of your keystones. So let's just select like a level, I want to do like a, let me see here. I want to do a level 2 legendary. So target trial, the black sewer, recommended BP is going to be 740k. Boss is Baron. Spawn skeleton fighter revival at position 2. Reduces enemies AoE damage taken by 20%. Baron reduces damage taken by 60% for each additional hero nearby. Baron takes 30% extra damage. We're just going to kind of just waste in here. You see, you put it in. I'm going to show you what it is. You can see the stage here on the map. Yep, there you go. And it's showing you they come from 4 different spots. This is very typical from what I've seen so far. I think this is the map that is just for most of them. But it shows you monsters in waves 1 and waves 2, waves 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it should show you, okay, Baron's going to show up in wave 4. So where's Baron going to spawn out of? I don't really know where that's going to be. But either way, he seems to be a tank. I'm sure he's not going to do incredible damage or not. His attack's actually pretty high, so maybe he will. But either way, when you put that keystone in there, now you're going to see that you have obtainable rewards, okay? Now, each level that you do is going to increase your rewards, and it's going to give you these different kind of gemstones, all right? So all the way up to level 5, you can see this is an incredible amount of gemstones for you to use. Augmentation Gem. So a gem derived from ancient magical essence can slightly enhance the basic attributes of an artifact, okay? So it's gonna increase the basic attributes like the attack and HP of an artifact only, okay? And it's gonna be a chance, based on what it is, it's gonna have a percentage. So I don't think it just goes up to maximum on one roll. You might have to roll it a bunch of times. It's just like re-rolling your gear. So that's next one, Advanced Augmentation Gem. A gem imbued can greatly enhance the basic attributes of an artifact. So the higher you go with this one, the better the attributes are going to be. Runic Augmentation Gem. Can activate hidden potential and grant additional attributes to an artifact. So in this one, you're going to be offering like special skills to be actually added to the artifact itself, right? It's not going to be just stats. You're going to be looking for, you know, like attack percentage. Maybe you can add some rage regen to your artifact. All kinds of really cool stuff. And we'll go over that in just a minute too, in more detail. Don't worry. Evolution Gem can transform T1 gear into tier 2 or tier 3 gear of the same part. I'm assuming that means that it's going to be, you know, Warlord can be transformed into a Warlord weapon, can be transformed into a Wicked Vengeance weapon or something like that. I don't know if it's for sure, like you can guarantee what it's going to land on, but either way. Then we have a Darkfall Gem. Enhances the Essence of the Night, can be used to enhance the primary attribute of mythic or higher rarity gear. This one's really going to be really popular, I think. So if you have like attack percentage as your main stat, this is going to have a chance to enhance that further. I believe it's a 1 through 15%. And then we have the Variant Gem. Gem carrying the mutated magic of the Chthonic Enchantress, can add a variant attribute to ancient mythic gear. So this one I not really haven't played with as much. I see that it says we have 2,000 to play with. We'll roll a couple of these things to see what they show. All right, this one here, Transmutation Gem. Mysterious Transmutation Gem, crystallized from illusions, can change the secondary attributes of ancient mythic and variant mythic gear. You think you get to choose. So if you have attack percentage, let's say attack percentage main stat, and you have like crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, and you have like flat HP as your fourth roll. That fourth roll, you can try to roll it to whatever you want. That's what I remember it being. So we're gonna check that out absolutely like right now here. But you can see that this is just showing the other kind of rewards that you can get in this tier. Give you a bunch of gems, you get recasting hammers, you get summoning crystals, legendary skill crystals, the dreaded 5-star psychic powers. Two things, ancient summoning crystals. You can get some things out of this, so it's gonna be pretty decent for you to want to cooperate with. You guys definitely should be saving your energy right now for when this update hits and Malrik is released on global. All right, so let's go ahead over to a gear piece, right? I think we actually have to hit the forge. So let's take a look at my Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong looks to be built pretty well. 21.4k attack, 435% crit damage. Yeah, 60% in rage regen. Yeah, this is a really solid build. Very good for a guild boss. But you can see, let's check out his artifact. We also have Augment right here on the artifact. I'm gonna lock that Augment here. So let's check out Augment. Common Augmentation. Slightly increases the random attribute, artifact attribute. Let's click on that. You see for the HP it shows 50 to 1600. And attack it shows 25 to 480. We go to Advanced Augmentation. We're going to go 200 to 4000 and 40 to 1200. Advanced is definitely going to be the best ones you want to go for, but common can be work very well. You can use these in tangent with each other, I guess. If you use a common one, you can use an advanced one later, so don't really worry about it. Then we have the Runic Augmentation. So here you go, random attribute being added to your artifact, right? So let's hit this hourglass here, or search glass. These are the stats that are going to show up that you can add to your artifacts. You can have attack bonus 3 to 15%. You can have HP bonus 3 to 15%, crit rate 3 to 15%, healing effect 3 to 15, defense bonus 3 to 15%, rage regen 3 to 15%, crit damage 3 to 15%, and attack speed 10 to 50. There's a huge caveat with these. These are really, really hard to get, and I'm going to roll one right now to kind of show you how bad this can go. Now, Sun Wukong, he could go with rage regen, he can go with attack bonus. Early game can go with crit rate. Rage regen would be nice. Attack speed would be nice. A lot of these things would be nice, but I think that I would want to go for attack bonus for the most part. If it was even in the end game, I would just try to focus on the attack bonus. So let's try to get that to attack bonus, shall we? 100k to roll it. Healing plus 7. Now notice something here. Healing plus 7, right? Let's roll it again. Rage regen plus 5.7%. Now you can see that is not our 15% here that we were hoping for. And every time you roll it, if you didn't notice, it changes to a different stat or has a chance to roll a different stat. If you want attack percentage plus 15 on your artifact, like for Sumo Kong or something like that, you're gonna have to roll it. Hope you get attack percentage, and then hope you get a high roll on that percentage. Okay, so it's gonna be really difficult to do this. The artifacts are gonna be very important. I think they're gonna be huge, probably even more huge than a lot of the gear. So let's try to roll that until we get to attack percentage and see if we can't get a nice roll. For some reason instead of BP went down. That's weird. Roll it again. Defense percentage 11%. That's a nice roll, but we don't want defense percentage. Try it again. Crit rate plus 5.3%. You see what I'm getting at here. This is very difficult to get this to what you want it to be. Crit damage plus 3.2. 3 out of 15. We rolled a 3.2. This is not good. This is not what we're looking for. Let's try it again. Crit rate 5.2%. Gonna keep it on the Rage Regen. Let's go again. Defense bonus 3.2%. That's on the low end. You can see how this can be very, very punishing. You're gonna go and you're gonna farm gear raid 224, and you're gonna be sitting here like, oh my gosh, and you get your runic augmentations, and you're gonna be sitting here like, oh, I gotta get attack percentage, and that's gonna be like HP or something that you don't want, and it's gonna be doing it over and over again, and then it's gonna be giving you like attack percentage plus 3. So it's gonna be frustrating, guys, but still very cool. It is something to work at. There's an HP bonus of 3.5%. You see how these rolls are just going really, really low all the time. That 5.7% in Rage Regen is still looking good at this point in time. Crit damage, another 3.2%. It's rough, guys. There's no way to change this. This is just what it is, right? It is just, there's attack bonus 3.3%. Now I can't just say, okay, I want the attack bonus, and I want to try to roll that over and over again to get it up to 15%. Nope, you got to sit here and roll this again and pray that you get attack percentage again, and then pray that you get a higher roll on your percentage. It's rough, guys. Man, there's a nice one, crit rate at 10.4. We want attack percentage. I'm just trying to do this to show you just how rough this is going to be. Like, it is gonna be rough. All right, we're down to, what did we use? 14 already, and the best we got was a 3.3% roll on attack percentage. You may roll it on your first hit, but it is gambling, and it is 100% gonna be a struggle. You might get lucky, you might not. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next thing. This is not going so well. All right, this has been, all right, I just want to keep clicking it though. As you can see, I've used, what are we at? We used 18, let's use 2 more. Attack speed plus 11, that's a crap roll. 10 out of 50. It's not cool, guys. So, as you can see, what I don't know, I just keep saying, like, look how rough this is, look how rough this is. It is cool, and I'm really excited about it, but it is rough. So let's go check out the advanced augmentation. So let's click on that, see what happens. Okay, so it rolled the HP up to 290. The 290 roll was really bad. I think you can go back and forth between the two, but 290 out of 4,000, minimum of 200. 700, it's rough. To get those high rolls, it is just complete RNG. Just complete. 515 out of 1200 is not bad. There's an 1140. Got another 3,000 to go. Nah, not good enough. Not good enough. So how often are you gonna want to use these on the same roll, just to try to get it perfect, right? Are you gonna want to keep using them on the same one, kind of spread them out? I think on heroes on like Sumo Kong and Kagiri, you're gonna probably want to try to get these artifacts as good as you can get them, right? It's gonna be really important. Oh, there's a 1950 roll. That's a little better on the HP. A little worse on the HP. You see how fast these things burn out? And we haven't gotten anywhere further than we were just at, right? Okay, so anyways, I'm getting out of this. Promote, enhance. We don't have to worry about any of this. That is how the augmentation is going to work on the artifacts. It's cool. You get these extra stats, extra 3.3% attack, up to 15. You get HP up to 4,000. You get attack up to up to 1,200 attack. I'm sorry. So, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be rough. Let's go over the gear and see if we can't find out where this gem enhancement stuff is. Let's see, right here. This is gonna be your new enhancement screen. Your recast, refines, advanced refines. and all of your gem enhancements are all going to be on this page, okay? Now, here's your Transmutation Gem enhancement. This is the one that is going to change the type of one selected secondary attribute on ancient, mythic, and variant gear while preserving its progress bar. Variant gem enhancements are going to grant one variant attribute to ancient mythic weapons or bangles, transforming it into variant gear. Evolution gem enhancement is the one with the butterfly here that transforms tier 1 mythic or higher gear into tier 2 or tier 3 gear of the same part while preserving its secondary attribute. Now, this isn't going to really work on here. You're going to actually have to grab one of those pieces. You're looking at Insight. You're looking at, I want to say the big ones are going to be like Guardian. What else could we have? Night Terror, things like that. Calamity. What it would change into? Let's find out, shall we? Let's add that piece in there. And I feel pretty safe and confident not worrying about changing this one over, so let's do it. No, hold on. I didn't hit the button. I want to go to this one. Here we go. All right, so now it's just telling me it's going to be random ancient mythic of tier 2 or tier 3. So it's going to be random, so let's see what we roll. Required gear quality not met. Really? I said I could do it though. Illusion gem enhancement on the current gear. What gear quality do we need? Let's try. I feel like it is. Let's go to like a bangle here. We'll try to find like an insight piece or something. I might have one. Does it need to not be ancient? That could be why I was doing that. Let us grab. No. Sure. Evolution. Yes. Let us see. So it's gonna random to tier 2 or tier 3. There we go. It turned itself into a tempered will. So you see what's happening. It just changes everything. It gives you the same stats. It just basically changing the actual actual piece of gear itself into a tier 2 or tier 3 piece of gear. It could be anything. It doesn't have to end up being tempered will. It could be infernal roar. It could be whatever, you know. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay. All right. So we do have a recast refines, advanced refines. We don't have to really worry about. You guys know what those all do. Enhances the primary attribute of mythic or higher gear. So if you put this on here, as you can see, it's going to take that attack bonus. You have a chance of having an extra 1 to 5%. Okay. And this is the stats that you can have. So a flat attack, if it was to be 20 to 85, HP 800 or 360. I think you guys can see that. I'll just leave that up on the screen. Some of these aren't really that crazy. I think your attack bonus is going to be nice. Your HP bonus is going to be nice. Rage regen is probably not such a big deal. Attack speed looks really nice though at 5 to 18 for your amulets. Defense percentage, that's not going to be really that popular. Crit damage might be, I don't know, 4th or 5th place, where people don't use a lot of crit damage pieces that often. You usually use like 1, 2 at maximum on certain stages, but typically we don't. All right, so let's go ahead and roll that and see just how hard it is to get that to 5. We got a 2. Let's roll her again. Got a 2. Roll it again. Got a 2. Roll it again. Got 2.6. So what are we getting, like 5 in right now? 4, 5 in, 1.5. It is hard to get these up to these max stats, 3.5. So you're gonna end up like trying to shoot for like a 3 or higher, and then just kind of brushing it off at that. Otherwise, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna just burn these things all up. You can just do this all day long and just create more and more pain for yourself. Okay. Like I said, you could get lucky, but goodness, it is not working. Now I do want to check one more thing before we get out of this. Let's change this out to something else. I'm actually just gonna back up because I want to try enhancing another. I want to try enhancing another ancient. So I want to grab Glacier Bangle. That's an ancient. Didn't say that I was restricted for that, but that could be the case. No, it wasn't restricted. I don't know why that other one didn't work. All right, so this one went to Unshaken Will Bangle, which is actually pretty nice. There's a nice little piece here for an Unshaken Will. We have HP bonus, defense bonus, rage regen, crit rate, and attack bonus. Beautiful. Now we have Variant Gem Enhancement. Grants 1 variant attribute to ancient mythic weapon or bangle, transforming it into variant gear. Let us see what this does. Random variant attribute, let's take a look. Now you can see all of the different variant attributes that are going to be in the game that you can actually roll onto these pieces. So if it was, let's see, we have an HP piece here. Some of these pieces are going to be pretty good. You can see aggression here. Attack plus 400 is going to be really nice. On the house, increases damage by 2% is going to be really nice. Unrivaled power is going to be really nice. That's always a really nice piece to get. Guarantees some kind of good piece here. There's a lot of good. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It seems to be repeating these in different levels for the most part. HP, our Fortune 2 to be okay. Willful Optimism is sometimes okay. It really depends. Like having a third of a lord that you're under. Yeah, so let's go ahead and try to roll this and see what it looks like. Languid Curse. Increases damage dealt to enemies afflicted with slow by 3%. So, can we re-roll that? No, we cannot. It just enhances it, and that's what you get. So whatever ends up being on that piece, that's what you're stuck with. This is gonna be really big though. I think this is gonna be like something that people are gonna be targeting a lot. All right, let's see. Can enhance the primary tribute. That we did that one already. Changes the type of one selected here. So this is a defensive piece. So I would say maybe I want to try to get myself flat HP down here on this crit rate instead of going for that. And you can see it shows you all the things that you can get it to. So let us go for it. Flat attack. Now once you select that, oh, you can actually just choose to keep what you have. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. But you are locked into that, okay? Just like when you refine something, will that lock you into refining? That I do think it does, it seems. Because now I can't actually... It can only be used on mythic gear. Well, it is a mythic piece of gear, but whatever. I'm sure that's not working like it's supposed to. Okay, crit damage. Hey, look, we got an HP piece with crit damage. Yay. No, we're not looking for that. Try again. Flat HP. That's what we're looking for. Alright. This is about as tanky can get, right? This is going to be a really nice piece. Ron Shank and Will Bangle. I'm glad I just did that live with you guys. But that kind of sums it up. There isn't going to be really much more to the Malaric Hall Illusions. There's just going to be the stages that you're going to run themselves. So let's go ahead and just do like a baby stage. I'll insert it. No special effects. Spawns armored Endroid skeleton. Revival at position 3 and 4. Remember, you can check out the maps. Let's go back here. Let's challenge it. Do not prompt me. Once a battle begins, it cannot be restarted. Exiting mid-battle will trigger immediate settlement, and the trial keystones will not be returned. Okay. Go ahead and hit OK. Let's get her rolling. I want to try to get my comet. Some kind of gear. We're just getting a quick equip. I didn't put anything too crazy on. It's an easy gem. Shouldn't challenge us too much. Sorry, the game is being a little laggy here. Using whatever we have laying around, which is fun. Come on, quit being so laggy. They don't want to wait forever. I think, you know, Asmund is going to be a really good option here, but so is Aelin. So is Aelin. Let's go for Rageogen, attack speed. Gotta find a piece. Doesn't really matter how strong it is. We should be fine either way. Got a whole 4,000 pieces in my inventory. That's wonderful. All right, let's grab him. Quick equip. Hopefully survives this. You can put damage pieces on him. I know it. Yep, you did. All right, that's fine. I think he should be fine either way you look at it. Let's go. Let's just start into it. We have definitely way overpowered for what we're looking at here. I think Comet and Bray should be able to handle a lot of this. Alright. Alright, so they're showing up here first. So I'm going to go ahead and get Boreas down. I'm going to get a tank down as well, okay? These are 2 portals. Things can spawn off the edge on the top here. That doesn't mean that you really have to worry about it. Yeah, let's just leave them here. We're gonna go like this with Volca. I'm gonna go like this with... Nope, not him. You see here. Let us use Geary right here, facing down to help out Boreas. And then we're gonna go ahead and place our Cyrus here. They're probably taking that healing into consideration, but I think it's gonna be okay. Alright, so then we're gonna go ahead and place Su Wukong behind there. I don't think I used healers the last time I tried this, to be honest with you. I'm gonna take her off. I'm gonna let Comet come out up here. And you don't really have to worry too much. It's really not that difficult. Let's go ahead and put Eloin down there for the Raider Gen. He's gonna be really strong in these stages. As you can see, they're all just kind of going down anyways. You even have room to bring out Torador yet. We'll hold on to him though. Yeah, we'll just hold on to him just in case something bad happens. Alright, so you can see the reward tiers are increasing as we go along. You get the wave 1, you got level 1 chest. You got the wave 2, you get the level 2 chest. Here comes the Aureate Inquisitor. Just a big defender looking guy. We're gonna stomp him into the ground, so don't worry too much. Alright. He's already gone. So is this wave down here. Here comes another Inquisitor. Kind of make it so your Su Wukong can't get to him, huh? You see how important that Rage Gen is? It's really helpful, actually. Let's get Comet going. Let us get Su Wukong hit. There you go. Put down a Wood Elf. Up with some healing. I'm gonna activate Su Wukong as soon as we can. Take down some enemy over here. That way we don't have to worry about that too much. Go ahead and get his clone out. I'm gonna activate Boreas. And we're gonna get Comet going as well. There you go. We are at wave... Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? You see now we have the extra higher tier reward here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a Wood Elf here. I'm gonna activate Boreas and Comet. Get Su Wukong, so they're getting a little tougher. Get a clone out. Su Wukong again. Wood Elf. I love the Wood Elf. Now hold off on Comet's ult this time around. It's interesting what you're gonna see. I kind of hope that, you know, from time to time they change the way these maps are, the way they look, the way that depending on what month it is or something along those lines. Like, just give it a different theme, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna wait and put Wood Elf up here again. Probably should place that skeleton facing up. Su Wukong. Comet. And that should be it. Mission complete. We got all 5 rewards. I think it's actually 6, right? 6 levels. 3, 4, 5, Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's 5. So let's open up our chests. Remember, they could be all these things. Big goal is going to be these evolution gems. The augmentation gems are going to be nice. The other stuff is all just at good benefit. Good rewards to have along with. Alright, so we got... Oh, that's what we got. We have 2 augmentation gems, and remember, this is like the lowest tier trial stone, so or keystone, so it's not like you're gonna get a lot. But there you go. That's what we got for the rewards. It's not very difficult. It can be when you get the higher rewards and you do the higher tier rewards. Sorry for the long drawn out video, but I hope you found this video helpful, guys. I wanted to kind of cover this a little bit deeper so you guys could see what all these Malrik things about, and the Hall of Illusions, all the keystones, all the gems, augmentation gems, and all the things that you can do to your gear. Anyways, again, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, keep in mind, I will try to post something about this on prospector.gg as soon as I am able. Life's been a little bit busy lately. I apologize for the hold up on videos. Don't forget to check out prospector.gg if you need help with hero guides or anything along those lines. You can also find artifact guides on there as well. I'm going to have the new artifacts edited in there from the Tactical Mastery new class coming into the game on this anniversary. When I'm supposed to be hitting, I think July 4th is when we're going to start seeing videos on that. So that's the time you're going to start seeing things about Tactical Mastery heroes and Tactical Mastery artifacts and all that stuff. So, but I think at this point, since it's already been made public, I think we can talk about the Tactical Mastery artifacts. Anyways, I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.